What's up, everybody? Hey, everybody. Let's see. Okay. Hey, Kathy B. Hi, everybody. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody is having a blessed day. I hope everybody is being safe out there. I hope everybody is being kind to one another. You know how I'm doing? I had a little pain today because of the hernia, but I'm not complaining. I'm here. I'm here. As at the doctor, remember I was supposed to have the doctor visit. Well, when I called them yesterday, she said, "Oh no, it's supposed to be over the phone. You don't have to come in today." So I'm thinking, "Oh, great, awesome. Gonna be over the phone. Never had that before." I'm waiting. No phone call. Yeah, no phone call. So I'm like, did they get something wrong? Maybe the lady, because they messaged me and did the whole intake thing. You know what I mean? Where you got they give you how do you call that? Let me see something. I don't know where y'all live at, but where I live at, you could do the thing over the phone, the pre-registration over the phone. So instead of going in there and waiting by the desk, giving your name, you just do it over the phone. So I thought that was kind of weird when I was like, if they doing this over the phone with me, if I'm doing a seeing the surgeon thing over the phone, why are they doing the intake? You know what I'm saying? 24-hour registration. I don't know. It's just weird. I'm gonna give them a call in the morning. I could actually call them tonight. You know what I'm saying? Because someone's always there. It's not like there's 24 hours. Doctors are working, but there's 24 hours where you could catch someone there. Um, I started getting busy with some cases. So that's why I didn't call them right away. I started cooking and doing this for Dave, and Dave's not feeling too well. He was sick, but he still went to work today. And just some things was happening today, but I got this. Don't worry. My health is important and I got this. But thank you, Kathy B. Kathy B, how are you doing today? How are you doing today? You know, you are always in my prayers. And actually, what we talked about yesterday, I'm going to get something prepared. I'll work on something this week. Okay? I'll work on something this week. Cause I saw some else, some other juicy stuff, Kathy B. I don't know if you saw it, but I said, "Ooh, now this I gotta put on the other channel." Mm, some messy shit. So if y'all don't know what we and Kathy be talking about, when we say messy channel, it's my celebrity gossip channel, that we talking about, which I'm gonna start going back to that this week probably, or just getting some dialogues or some entertainment ready for the other channel as well. So yeah, listen, when my subs come to me and be like, "Can you do such and such?" Wishes granted. You feel me? Especially when they've been rocking with me for a hot minute. You know what I'm saying? When your subs come to you and ask you, can you cover a content, or can you do a little bit of this on your content? Can you do a little bit of that on your content? Do do the best that you can, because if it wasn't for subs, we really can't be doing the best on our channel, unless you want to just talk to yourself. Like, me, I could do a one-on-one on my channel. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? But it feels good when you have other supporters rocking with you. So just for anybody that's out there, that's gonna be doing a thing and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Oh, thank you. Look at that. She put my link down. Thank you, babe. Just for anybody else, if subscribers, if you got your subs, that's be like, hey, I want you to do a little bit of this, to do a little bit of that, or can you cover this, or try to make it happen. Try to make it happen. You know what I mean? Try to make it happen. So I was gonna cover two stories today back to back, but today can't be. It won't be that, because I have to go on another channel and support a new content creator, um, who is starting her first YouTube channel on her own. So this should be very good. So I hope we could come over there, guys, and support her channel. Her link is down there. I'm very excited for her. She worked really hard on this. She has been doing another channel with somebody else, but that was his platform. That's I'm talking about Karen. The name of her platform is, hold on, Relentless for Answers. So this is going to be a true crime platform she's doing. She's not new to true crime, but she is new to having her own YouTube platform. She was helping somebody else out, and she was basically his side buddy, like digging up all the information, digging up all the details. Like, she was doing all that juicy stuff, so now she has her own platform. So she has to grow her platform, grow her subscribers, and I know she's going to do amazing. So she's starting it tonight at 10 p.m. So we're going to hit right into this and then go over there to her channel. So let's get straight into this. Last week, I had covered a young girl. Well, now she's a woman. She was an activist, right? She is an activist as of still, right? And that's what we're looking for. I found her because her and Nancy Grace is following each other. And I said, let me see what she's about. Well, I covered her last week because I thought her story was very interesting. And I said, we're going to watch an interview of her, right? And we're going to do a reaction video. And then I'll try to see if she wants to come on this platform. Right? So, and that's what we did. So her name is Elisa Kozak. Okay. And she, at the age of 13 years old, Pittsburgh, New York, which I had to cover it because she's not too far from me. At the age of 13 years old in 2002, this was one of the biggest cases there was, Kathy B, or whoever's watching right now. This was one of the biggest cases. She was lured by a predator online. He was pretending to be her age. Yeah, he was a grown ass man. Okay, he was a grown ass man pretending to be a child. Yes, yes, we did the live. Uh, and it actually, I'm surprised how well the views did. I got over 600, and let me see where we at with the views. I'm really surprised how well the views did. Some of the comments was kind of rude. They wanted me to talk more in the video, but it is a reaction video, guys, that I was doing. So we got 684 views. Went really well on that. So what I want to do now is do another reaction video and watch the interview that a content creator did with her. So to go back a little bit, she is messaging this person thinking he's her age, right? And this happened on New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve, she leaves her house to meet the kid, but then she says, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't do this. At that time, it was too late. It was too late. And what he was doing to her, he had kidnapped her, he tortured her, and he filmed the torture on the dark web for the world to see it. Someone noticed her missing picture and noticed it was that little girl, and that's how she was found. Let's watch her tell her interview because I'm interested in seeing what she says. I haven't watched this interview at all. So let's watch this. I did reach out to her to see if she would like to come and share her story on this platform. And let's see, we'll see, But she is not the only activist that I have reached out to. I've actually reached out to another activist that someone told me about, and I didn't know I was already following the human trafficking on Facebook. And as I'm getting this live set up, she messaged me back. She messaged me back. So, okay, so I'm going to read that later because I want to get this out because I want to scoop over and show Karen some love. And I'm trying to get more into the human trafficking, talking about this. I think it's very, very important. People are being missing every single day. They're being sold, and a lot of these young teenagers and a lot of these young girls and people are starting to think is normal. They think that they can make bigger bucks. They thinking, yeah, they start to believe it. They start to think that this is normal. This is a normal life. They start to think that, you know what, I could make big bucks doing this. Baby, this ain't the normal life. Let's just listen to what this young lady says. Now, at this time, she was 13, so she's older now. Okay? I will be talking a little bit, stopping the video, talking a little bit, stopping the video, talking. This is a reaction video. Let's not forget, everyone. So I also want to say I appreciate yesterday. You guys were phenomenal. Thank you so much for all the love and support that you gave the mother. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Everything that you told me to tell this mother, I did. Or the steps that she needs to take, I told her. I actually also reached out to more advocates today to see what they can do to help the mother. Okay, so I will keep you guys posted on that. Actually, one of the advocates that was on the platform last week, he did call her around 1 o'clock in the morning last night because that's he gets off of work. I don't know what they spoke about, but I'm sure I'll speak to her tonight. But let's get into this video. I did message her earlier, so.
Widely reported internet-related child abduction victim. I had you on a few years ago on the I Spent a Day with Kidnapping Survivors episode. First, can you explain the story of what happened? Last time we didn't get into all the details, and I feel like people really wanted to know more about you and your story.
So this was back in 2002, and the internet was so different. And some of your viewers may remember that. I mean, gosh, do you remember the sound of dial-up?
You mean...
Exactly. So it was so different.
Oh, yeah.
And there was no internet safety education. Nobody knew how dangerous it was. And when I first got online, it felt like it was this middle school utopia. It was before kids were even cyberbullying. It hadn't gotten to that point yet. And all the popular kids were talking to the not so popular kids. And it was just this like perfect little club treehouse kind of thing. And it wasn't that we weren't certainly inviting our parents into our little secret world, but they physically could not figure out how to get into it. And so online, talking to my friends from school, feeling super safe, they're introducing me to their friends and their friends and their friends. And now it's strangers, but all interconnected. And somehow through this process, I was introduced to somebody who I thought was a boy around my own age. He begins talking to me, and what I don't realize is that he was grooming me.
So what does that look like?
So grooming is so simple, and people really try to stretch it out into these scientific terms and all of this, but grooming is really just pretending to be just a child's friend. Telling them what they want to hear versus what they need to hear.
Just gaining trust?
Gaining trust, but also seeing them for who they really are. And a predator's goal is to make them feel like they are enough.
So they give you something, and that something is this empowerment, this feeling that you are enough as you are. But you don't realize that the feeling is this kind of warped perception that they're giving you, that it's because of them, that the source of you feeling enough is them.
What's pure manipulation? It's really easy to manipulate people when you're just going to tell them what they want to hear. The other thing about grooming is it really is like brainwashing. The whole point of brainwashing is to get you to essentially be somebody else and do things that you wouldn't typically do. Looking back, the night that I was kidnapped, I did something that was so completely out of my character.
Yesterday, when I interviewed the mother, the things that she was saying about her daughter because of the situation, I said they brainwashed her. These people have brainwashed her daughter. That is grooming. They're telling her things that she wants to hear. Not that she needs to hear, but she wants to hear. And the fact that she's still young, she just turned 16. Hey, she just turned 16. I thought she was going to be 17, but she just turned 16. You know what I mean? So it's like, oh, shit. You know how these young teenagers are, Like, damn. Let's just go back a little.
You are enough as you are. But you don't realize that the feeling is this kind of warped perception that they're giving you, that it's because of them, that the source of you feeling enough is them.
What's pure manipulation? It's really easy to manipulate people when you're just going to tell them what they want to hear. The other thing about grooming is it really is like brainwashing. The whole point of brainwashing is to get you to essentially be somebody else and do things that you wouldn't typically do. Looking back, the night that I was kidnapped, I did something that was so completely out of my character.
This goes on for 9 months.
Yes.
What happened at the end of that 9-month period?
We're having a family meal. It's New Year's Day, 2002. Looking back at that moment, I'm smiling because that was the moment before everything in my life changed. If choices were made differently at this point, this may have never happened to me. And I hold on to that as like the moment before we said grace, and it was the last moment of grace in our lives. My mom, she gets up and she's about to make dessert. I look at her and I say, Mom, my tummy hurts. Can I go upstairs and lie down? And instead of going upstairs to lie down with my sad tummy ache, I sneak out of the front door, past the Christmas tree that was up, and into the coldest, darkest, iciest night that you can imagine. And I never went outside alone after dark. And on this night, completely out of my character, walked out of my front door. I was just popping outside to say hello to my friend. Does that make sense? Not really.
But it seems innocent enough, right?
It is innocent.
You were told that he was just going to come over, say hi real quick, and you were going to pop right back inside.
Yeah, I was just going outside for a moment. I walk up the street just about a block or so. And if I turn around, I can see my house. And this is my neighborhood, so I feel pretty safe. And there's nobody there. And it's so quiet. Snow has this ability to be very deafening, right? And very peaceful. And in that peaceful, quiet moment, I heard this little voice. And it said, Alicia, what are you doing? Turn around, go home. This is dangerous. And I listened to it. And I went to turn around, and then I heard my name being called. And sometimes I still hear that
Child, that little instant, that's your higher power saying, girl, take your behind back in that house. Don't do it. Turn around. Always listen to that little voice, that little instant. Always. We always get that little instant that, please listen to that. And if you really feel that something is not right, then baby, it ain't right. It is not right. This man was a grown ass adult and he was online pretending like he was a 13 years old child grooming her. She steps out the house on New Year's Day and just like that, gone.
him saying my name.
Was it a voice that you expected?
No. The next thing I knew, I was in a car.
Especially when the nuggets
And
is
this
at
man
you,
was
right?
squeezing my hand so tightly that I thought it was broken.
Mm-hmm.
And he was barking commands at me, be good, be quiet, the trunk's cleaned out for you.
Yeah. Oh, thank you,
And he
baby.
made me look in the
Thank
back seat. And in the back seat, there was a bag with a bunch of ropes
Thank you.
and chains and stuff like that in it. And when he said he was put me in the trunk, I believed him. Immediately, I knew I was no longer in control of my life. And if I did the wrong thing, he would put me in the trunk. And I think Sopranos was very popular at the time. And I remember bodies going into trunks. Like people don't come out of trunks alive.
And that grooming was just to get you outside of your house because the facade completely was shattered the moment that he grabbed your arm.
Right. I watched the street signs go from familiar to not recognizing them at all to the moment that he hit a toll booth. I had the surge of hope that once he got up to that toll booth, I would be able to scream out to this person. And I thought that this person in this toll booth would recognize this little girl crying in the front seat and I would be rescued. And I kept this hope and this hope and this hope. And then the money was exchanged, the gate went up and he kept on his way. And each time like a toll booth would happen, it was just this constant, just helplessness. He drove about 5 hours from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, where I lived, to Virginia. And I remember next the sound of the car stopping and him dragging me out of the car and pulling me into this house and down a flight of stairs that it was really just like a flight of stairs into a basement. But in my mind, it was this winding, crazy labyrinth that I would never find my way out of. And there was this wooden door with a padlock on it. And he opened up the padlock, opened up the door, pushed me inside and followed him behind and propped me up on this table. He picked me up like I weighed absolutely nothing. And I was very tiny. And he was so much bigger than I was. And the room was pitch black at this time. And I already told you I was afraid of the dark. And I sometimes wonder if he knew that. And that's something he was playing off of. But he made me look at him. And he said, this is going to be really hard for you. It's okay if you cry. And then he turned on the lights. And blanketing the walls were all of these devices. And I realized I had every reason to be afraid of the dark. It was a room to torture somebody in. We tend to call these kind of people monsters. And what they do is monstrous, that they get pleasure from hurting others. And there's hardly, I can't really think of anything more sick and disturbed and awful than that. In any interview you ever see me in, I will not say his name, and you would not get it out of me if you asked. It was absolutely not.
I wonder if because she felt like it's giving him power again to say his name. You see all those devices that he might have had? That is crazy. I wonder if this was I wonder if he's done this before. I'm going to look this up. I wonder if he's done this before. because he seemed like this wasn't his first time. He had like everything hooked up. I'm sure this is just another picture of what it looked like. You know what I'm saying? But goddamn, I'm pretty sure that he had this shit just like that. He's a monster to lure, and that's what they do. They go on the internet, and I try to tell my daughter this. Watch, you should not be talking to these fucking grown men on the internet. They lure you. They tell you what you want to hear. Oh, don't listen to your parents. They're just trouble. They find the kids that's depressed, got some mental illness going on, depression, vulnerable, weak-minded, weak. It looks like a lot of torture, yeah.
I used to call him the monster. And then I realized that, yes, he did something monstrous,
They
but if we
pick the
call them
weakest,
monsters, we're
exactly.
making them
And that's
almost
why I be
supernatural.
afraid for my daughter.
We're making these terrible, awful people something that maybe we can't fight,
Now my
or
oldest,
that would be so hard to fight.
my
And really, they're
oldest is
just
strong
puny
like a
little
rock
evil
like me.
humans.
My other one. Oh, you can't even do nothing with the video thing. That's just like keep playing as on. I don't understand that. People gotta make their money.
But of course, I didn't feel like that at the time. After he had said that, turned on the lights, and I looked at all of these awful devices, he then removed all of my clothing, put a locking dog collar around my neck with another padlock, and raped me for the first time. Over the next 4 days, I was raped and beaten and tortured in that basement. He broke my nose in one of the struggles, and I learned very quickly that fighting him was not the way to get out again. I was very tiny and very weak and not very strong. He was never going to take me home.
you know.
And I knew that. So my only power I had, the only way that I possibly could fight back, was really by not fighting. Was by doing anything and everything I had to do to survive, no matter how humiliating or brutal or disgusting or painful. Because I knew that the minute I was of, and I hate to say it, but I don't have another way to say this, of no use to him, and the minute I was too much trouble, he was going to kill me. One of the things that instinctively, for whatever reason, popped into my head was that he sees you as an object. And if you can make him see you as a human, it will be harder for him to kill you. On the last day, which I didn't know was the last day, he said, "I'm beginning to like you too much. Tonight we're going to have to go for a ride." And I realized that at that point, he was becoming attached. And it was going to be harder for him to get rid of me. And so that morning, he fed me for the first time. And then he left for work. For the first time, I was alone and I was with my thoughts. And what kept me going was my family, and that I knew that they were looking for me. And I had this idea, and I think so many kids do, that like your parents really are superheroes. And I knew that they would find me. If it meant that they had to go wake the president up and steal Air Force One, they were going to go do that. And then it went to, when was the last time I told my parents that I really loved them? I wouldn't be there for them when they needed me most. That he would take my life, and maybe they would find my body, maybe they wouldn't. But I wouldn't be there to comfort them. I wouldn't be there for them. And that's when I felt more powerless than anything ever in the world, that there are no words for that. Hours had passed by, and I drifted off. And I don't mean to sleep, but just disassociated. When something is so terrible, your brain and your body sometimes are just like, I'm going to get you away from here to a happy place. And that's what happened. I just floated away. And I was brought back to awareness by these voices and these people who sounded really quite angry and screaming something about having a gun. And
when she said, you know, her parents are gonna keep looking for her, and that's what kept her alive. And I be hearing that a lot from a lot of victims. I wonder about the victims that don't have family. Like, I don't have family. It's just me and Dave. Like, I don't know my family. You know what I'm saying? I never met them before. I said my cousin on the internet, but you know. So people like me that don't got family, what would keep us alive? Cause wow, I would know Dave would be looking for me. But it's really sad that some people like me that don't have family, who will be looking for us?
I heard the door crash in. I could hear people breaking into this house. And in my completely confused, hopeless, broken mind at this point, I thought he had sent people to kill me. So I heard clear, 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 clear. Today I'd be like, oh, hey, that's the police.
Thank
I
you.
would have watched SVU for, right? Like I'd have this concept. I didn't know then. And I knew that these people were looking for something, and I figured it was me to kill me. So I rolled underneath the bed to try to hide from them, and I stayed as quiet as I possibly could. I put my hand over my mouth and just total fear. And I must have made some sort of noise because I heard this man say, movement over there. And I watched these, he had regular sized feet, but in my mind, he was like a giant. And these giant feet walked from the side of the bed that he was standing on to the side that I was hiding under, and like thump, 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 thump. He stopped and he'd said, crawl out and put your hands up, in this very forceful, scary voice. And I remember crawling out from underneath of that bed, dragging that cold, heavy chain behind me, trying to cover myself because I had no clothing on, and raising my hands and staring at the end of a gun and thinking that this is it. This is the moment I'm going to die. But then he turned around and I saw that it was law enforcement by what was written on the back of his jacket. And all these officers and agents rushed into that room, cut the chain from around my neck with the jaws of life. So they set me free and they gave me a second chance at life. And I'm so incredibly lucky to be here. And people have said that to me since the moment I was rescued. You're so lucky, you're so lucky, you're so lucky. And every time I say it, I even realize more so how lucky I am, because this wasn't a day and age where they could have tracked my cell phone or my Apple Watch, or that there were even really any records of anything. And my rescue was an absolute miracle. While he had me, he had been live streaming what he was doing. And somebody who was watching this because they wanted to watch it recognized me from my National Center for Missing Exploited Children poster that had been sent out. Somehow he was able to recognize the little girl in this horrendous video as the little girl on the missing poster. And it led to my rescue. They were able to track down his IP address. That person reached out to the FBI, had very little information, but he did have one of the screen names that the perpetrator used, that they were able to track the IP address to the house that I was being held captive in. And really, it was one horrible person coming forward about another. And it makes me think something, though.
Ain't that something?
Look at the good that came out of that. Somebody doing something good for the wrong reason, which was to protect themselves, because now they were involved in all of this. And if he'd killed me, it wouldn't go well for them either.
Ain't that some shit, y'all? Another freak who was watching the dark web, watching girls her age get tortured and abused, recognized her and decided to do the right thing and call the cops, and then the cops called the FBI. Ain't that some shit? Wow. Mm.
But you had somebody who was doing the right thing, quite possibly for the wrong reason. So think about how much good doing good can do, how much more powerful that is. I learned that there is so much bad, there is so much evil, there's so much cruelty in this
Damn.
world, but I've learned that there is so much more good. But good has to speak up, good has to stand up, good has to be louder. It's easy for evil to be loud. So good has to be bigger and brighter and stronger than the evils of the world. So that's why we have to stand up and we have to do what is right, because good doing good is so powerful.
Do you remember when you first saw your parents after getting out?
After I was rescued, I stayed with, for the evening, a family. They probably will see this or something, and I was worried about that because they were so, so lovely that they were too lovely. They made me so sad because I thought that I would never have that again. That evening, I was told that my parents would be up to get me. Of course, they start walking, right? My parents would be up to get me, and I sat up that entire night waiting for them, and they didn't show up. And I remember thinking, my mom would always tell me, there's nothing you could ever do that would make me stop loving you. And I was thinking, this has to be the one thing that my parents no longer love me and they no longer want me. And when I woke up the next morning, I was told that my parents were unable to get on a commercial flight because the media attention had been so intense, so that they were flying them up on a private jet. And they take me to this tiny little private airport in Virginia. And I can remember my parents walking in, and my mom was behind my dad. My dad ran up to me, and I'm so close to my mom. My mom and I like finish our sentences, and we're so, so close. But my dad ran up to me and he hugged me. And he's been quoted in the newspaper, which is so funny, as saying that if you could duplicate this hug all over the world, there would be no more wars.
No.
Which is so cute.
That's
Such
the
a dad
sweetest
thing. Isn't that
Yeah.
so sweet? But it really
See,
was.
I
Because
heard
in that
something
moment,
else, though.
you were safe. Up until that point, I had been surrounded by law enforcement and
They
people
said
who
that
would
she
probably
went
protect
to
me very well, but nobody was going to protect me like my dad. And in the
okay, I don't know, because they said something about she went into foster care because it was too much trauma for her at first. And then she went with her parents. But I thought, why would they put her in foster care? Then it makes sense. You never know, but that's what I saw. And I saw that somewhere. I'm going to have to look for that. But listen, that's why I said, let me hear from her. This is her story. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, but wow, she's such a strong, 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 strong girl. And she was so right. Like, you cannot fight these monsters, because they will wind up just unaliving you, just killing you. You know what I'm saying? You have to act like they are your best friend. You have to act like that. They are your best friend and do whatever they say if you want to stay alive. It's so true. It's true. Sad, but true.
in that moment, the nightmare really ended. It was an incredibly emotional moment. Pure joy. I mean, imagine you're hanging off of a cliff and you know you're going to fall, but somehow you get picked up, and the people who can make sure this never happens again are right there for you. It was a miracle, and it didn't feel real. That also felt surreal. And for quite a while, honestly, anytime I would wake up, I would be really afraid that my life up until that point had been a dream. I still sometimes think that. I'm like, it's been a really long dream at this point.
Right.
But what if?
Is it the dissociation? Is it
Yes,
just it's
listen
so
to your mother
unbelievable? How could this happen to
father.
someone, especially
Don't
you?
do that and that.
Tell me about your new neighbors.
They're black.
There's just something real strange about her, you know?
There she is, slaving away
This
in the
movie look
kitchen.
good.
Next
What's the
thing you
name of this
know, we have
movie?
criminals. We are living next door to a racist. You take care of him, and I will take care of her.
I tell my story so
Karen.
much.
What's the name of that?
And honestly, I don't want to say it's harder to tell today,
Look,
but
I'm really looking at
it
the
is
damn
in some
movie.
ways. Because I have healed so much.
Mm.
Back then, I would say it, and it was like I was in a storm. But now I'm in the sunshine, and I'm happy, and I have to go back into the storm and realizing how miraculous this really all is. And everything fell into place for a lot of reasons, and it's nothing short of a miracle.
So what was the hardest part after being rescued of assimilating back into your normal life afterwards? Or was there a normal life to even go back to?
There isn't. I don't want to say that for everybody. Some people may be rescued and they wake up and it's different for everybody.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But for me, there
You see me
was
writing
nothing
it?
normal to go back to. We had,
The movie, girl.
as a family,
Mm.
gone through war. My bedroom, even though it looked exactly the same, was different. That front door that I walked out of, walking back into it, was different. Everything was different, and everything became, this is the first time I'm doing this again. It's all these firsts again. It's very interesting in the healing process. For me, I really thought that I would have some nightmares and maybe some flashbacks, and I didn't realize how real it all was.
Wow.
You don't get better in that way. I mean, you do get better, but it doesn't go away. It's always there, but you make room for the trauma in your life. It's there, you carry it with you, but there's more and more room to carry it in. And when you really start to heal is when those nightmares or the flashbacks, which can happen immediately or 20 or 30 or 40 years later, it's that they don't bring you down for the day, that you bounce back quicker to your healed point.
Do people blame you or your parents for you being in that situation?
There was a lot of victim blaming, and
Really?
it was difficult for me because when I talk about like making good choices, I walked outside. And it took me a long time to not feel guilty for that and to forgive myself.
And the fact that it was 4 days, you mentioned.
That's not cool though, victim blaming. She was 13 years old at the time. This happened on New Year's too. New Year's Day. Can y'all just believe it? She was a baby. She was 13. I think that people forget when they were that age. You know what I'm saying? I really think that adults forget when they were that age. I wish that people put themselves in other people's shoes sometimes. If that just happens more often, then the bullshit would just stop sometimes. This child at that time, this baby was 13. She was a baby at that time. She was 13 years old. Okay. She was on the internet thinking she was talking to another boy 13 years old. Even though she ain't supposed to be talking to no boys 13 years old. She's a teenager. That's what they do. So she was lured. But that's why we have to put certain things as a parent to a stop. Search your kid's phone. Make sure they can't go into different websites, different sites. You know what I'm saying? Like certain things gotta stop. This is too much of this going on to this day still. Human trafficking is big. It is $1 million business. And every age to them is acceptable. And that's a fucking shame. And it goes so deeper with the people that's involved, it will blow your mind. We're not just talking about people that's in the corner stores or that's on the or that's in the on the corner dog banging and shit. We're talking about police officers. We're talking about mayors. We're talking about higher ups. It's always been like this. We could talk about the celebrities. It's always been like this. I was AP as well. So sad. I'm sorry,
Mentioned that
Yes.
people are like, oh, only 4 days. Oh, I thought this was one of the really bad cases. It was just 4 days
I
of
know.
complete
Carried
and utter
over
torture.
shoulder.
That was something that was really difficult too, because people would ask me that, and how long were you kidnapped? And I'd say 4 days, and that is really how they would respond. And I didn't have an answer. If you
Carried over
fall from
shoulder.
5,000 feet or 500 feet, you're still going to hit the ground just as hard.
Got you.
Again, it's not what happens to
I
us.
thought
It's
you meant
how
something else.
it impacts us.
That's why I said,
And
oh,
we
I'm so
can't
sorry. But I know what you mean.
we can't compare traumas and say,
No,
well,
that's right.
this happened to
You
me
gotta
and it
be.
was worse, or this happened to me and it's not
Gotta
as
be.
bad. Pain is pain.
Even
And
if
it's
the
not
kids don't
what
like it.
happened. Again, it's how it
That's what
impacts
they
you
would
and
say
what it
back
means
then.
to you.
Okay, I
You
like
went into
that
a
though.
courtroom and you had to
I
see
like that.
your abductor face to face. And I can't go without thanking BetterHelp for sponsoring this episode. Therapy has helped reframe my view of the world and myself by allowing me to feel empathy for my younger self and therefore understand who I am today better. But therapy can be customized to whatever is right for you and can be useful in helping with motivation
Yes,
or
it can.
feelings of depression, anxiety, stress, insecurity, or whatever else you might need. BetterHelp screens all their therapists to ensure that they have experience and that they're certified and licensed and provide customized therapy that offers video, phone, and even live chat sessions with your therapist so you don't have to see anyone or even speak over the phone if that's not something that you're comfortable with. One of the most difficult parts of starting therapy for me was finding a therapist that I actually connected with. And
Yes.
that price can start to get overwhelming, which is why BetterHelp offers a more affordable alternative to in-person therapy where you can start communicating with your therapist in less than 48 hours. So with that said, huge thank you to BetterHelp, who are giving I Spent Today with viewers and listeners 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/Padilla. That's betterhelp.com/Padilla. And I'd also like to thank DoorDash for sponsoring this episode. Maybe you're like me and you have no idea what to eat until you're too
I'm
hungry
not
to
doing
function.
DoorDash.
DoorDash connects you.
Years and 7 months, but I went in and I
Just to say a little bit about therapy. Therapy is very, very important. You ain't got to be ashamed if you in therapy. And he was right when he said, if you don't want to go or get up and go to the office or stand online and sit there and wait around other people while you get calls, afraid you're going to get sick and stuff like that by waiting around, the phone. They do it right over the phone. I have a therapist, and we do our sessions over the phone, FaceTime. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's kind of it's important. You know what I mean? So if you out there and you think that you're alone, no one knows what you're going through, you're not alone. You're not alone. We all been in a situation that we felt the same way you guys felt.
did a victim impact statement and I was put on the stand to ask questions. I was told that day that this would be very empowering for me and that I would be able to stand there and say, you hurt me and you're going to feel so strong. And I didn't. I felt awful. I had moved on at that point. I actually went from that testimony to, I think it was homecoming football game night, and I did flag corps and I went and performed. Like my life had started to rebuild, and that felt like going backwards. Years later, he was released early, 2 years early. Found this out through a reporter in Pittsburgh who messaged me and was like, hey, just wanted to let you know, are you aware that so-and-so, again, I don't say his name, but so-and-so has been released and he's 4 miles from your parents' house. Did anybody tell you this? No, we were not informed. And you're supposed to be informed. The question immediately was, did he choose to be put there? And I found out that he had been there for months and he didn't have an ankle monitor on and all of these things where, quite honestly, the system failed. And then I had posted about this. There had been news stories about it. And I had a bunch of survivors reach out to me. and
Mm.
say, hey, this is happening to me. The person who abused me, they're my neighbor.
Look
I
at
was
me.
driving through the neighborhood and I looked over at the car, and the person who abused me was in the car next to me. This was actually very common, or somewhat common at least. And they said, if you can change this, if you can stand up, you have a voice, you have a platform, maybe it'll make a difference for me. And that's what gave me the strength. So I reached out to my lawyer and I said, is there anything I can do? Can I do some sort of testimony and speak to the judge? Not having any idea that because he was a free person, he would have the choice to be in that room or not. And he made that choice.
Mm.
So
Wow.
that day I wrote my testimony that morning. I just like,
Yeah.
and I just let out everything. And the judge was standing in front of me, and I had my back turned, and he was on the other side of the room, and my parents were behind him. And I remember thinking, who could get to me first? When I left that room, though, I had that feeling that they told me I was going to have years ago. I felt empowered.
Oh.
I chose to be there that time, and it was for
That's
a good
right.
reason.
Mhm.
It wasn't because I had to be. It was because I was standing up for my family and I was protecting them, but I was also speaking up for all of these people who offenders were released into their communities.
Mhm.
And like I said, that's what gave me the strength to do it.
See, you're
How do
not
you navigate
alone.
that, knowing that he is out there?
Strong.
He is free to make decisions and
Not
do what he
alone.
wants.
I had to learn that that's not my responsibility.
You don't hold on to that thought.
No, it's not. I don't have any power over that. It wasn't my job to sentence him. My only job now is to live my life. It did bother me at first when I would think about him waking up.
Recordings
Mm.
just got better. Hey, it's Dana from StreamYard. I'm so excited to announce that
And putting on shoes and just being a person and going outside and getting fresh air and enjoying a sandwich, him, and then I have to stop.
Mm.
Because in the scheme of things, it doesn't matter. Because something people ask me all the time, and this is possibly quite important. I remember one of my presentations, somebody came up to me like, have you forgiven him yet? I don't have to forgive him. Nobody has to forgive anybody. I get that you don't want to carry the anger, you don't want to carry
Yeah.
the rage, you want to let it go. It's just that I refuse to let it matter. When people ask me what has helped me to heal, it would really be a large part due to my advocacy.
Mhm.
That
I'm gonna stop that for a minute. I like when she said that. I don't hear that a lot, really. All I hear from people is, all I've heard, really, to be honest, when I do watch things, is you have to forgive. You have to forgive your artists because you don't want them to you don't want to, for them to have power over you. You have to forgive and let go, and I get that, but I like how she put it. It don't matter. You don't have to. The choice is yours. He don't have no more power over you. You're free. And for so many years, I think victims believe like you forget, but you don't forget. Right. Yeah, exactly. That too. Yep. Exactly. For so many years, victims felt trapped. You know what I mean? Like they felt like, oh my God, he still has power over me. No, 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 no. You're free now. You're free. So you can make your own choices. And you don't have to forgive. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to do none of that. I like how she put it. I really do. I never heard someone say that before. Never. Wow. Cause when I was little, I said, I forgive my victims. I forgive that the person that did that to me. Because I have to move on. Because that's all I used to hear before. You have to forgive. And at the time, I was doing step work because I was going to NA meetings and stuff like that. And that was one of my step work my step process. But I love how she just put that. I really do. It's amazing.
That I gave this horrible, awful thing that happened to me a purpose and a reason. There's this saying, which I'm sure
Exactly.
you're
You
well
don't
aware
do it
of,
for
that
them,
things
it's
happen to
for
us for a
you.
reason.
Right.
Mhm.
And
Exactly.
it's very comforting. Now I've been
That's
speaking
right.
in schools for
Mhm.
20
right, you know.
years, and you're brought up in the
That's right,
presentations often.
They bring me up now.
They do. It is the coolest thing. Like I'll have and it's typically boys. They'll raise their hand. I have a question for you. I have a question for you. Were you on Anthony Padilla? I saw you on Anthony Padilla. It's really amazing. And it was another reason why I wanted to come out and speak with you about the danger that kids are facing, because they are listening. We teach kids to look both ways before they cross the street. We teach them to not touch the pot because it's hot. But when it comes to predators, parents are uncomfortable to talk to their kids.
Mm.
And we need to change that, because the second that they're on
hear
that
that?
device, they're at risk. Predators are so incredibly good at what they do. And the predator image, the person that the people who are predators has changed so much that when you ask a kid, because I do this, I'll say, okay, who describe a predator for me? And they'll say, an old man. Recently, they said an old man in his 30s.
Me.
But then I did realize that the predator was in his late 30s. So they are right. But the fact is that just like anybody can be a victim, anybody can be a predator. And what I
Right.
really want kids to know now is that the predators are getting younger and younger and younger. They don't need to catfish. They don't need to pretend to be somebody else. That is their real social media. But what they're hiding, and we hinted at this before, is their intentions. They're going to be wherever the kids are, because that's their intended target. They're not going to go somewhere else. And there are some really interesting ways in which they're grooming kids now. I've heard of children being groomed on the Bible app.
Which is they go the places where it seems the least likely for a predator to be.
And that's the thing too, is that predators are so far ahead of the kids. So we have like the predators who are here and the kids who are falling behind and
Hold up. She said the Bible app. The case that I'm supposed to be working on, right? Timates. We're gonna get into that. I want to tell y'all something after she's done though. Let her finish, because almost a little piece left. And then we're gonna I got something. Remind me to tell y'all about tomatoes, whatever. Anyway, let her finish.
law enforcement is way back here, and parents are like, ooh,
Yeah.
it's really tricky. And that's why we have to teach the kids. Predator goals have changed as well. This next thing that I'm going to talk about, which is sextortion.
Mm.
Every child is at risk for this.
Mhm.
Every single child will most likely have to make a choice at some point to send a photo or not. So that kid sends the photo, and what happens very quickly is there's a couple of different ways and a couple of different kinds of predators who do this, but they will then say, well, if you don't send me more photos, here's your mom's address at work, I'm going to go talk to her. Here's your teacher, here's this, here's that, and I'm also going to post this online. And they really will.
So just getting that one photo is enough for them to have full and complete control over you.
Those chains of shame and fear are just as strong as the chains that held me in a basement. Those kids are just as trapped.
The stigma that we have against talking about our mental health and asking for help when we need it has got to end right now. 2 years ago, after one of
And that's why we
should've
have to
let that
talk to
play,
kids
but-
about these things. We can't expect them to know, but it's not about fear. Again, it's about empowerment. If you know it's dangerous, if you know how to protect yourself, then you can. But in the same vein, advocacy has sort of become when people talk about healing, almost like a step in the healing process, that people, I'll read news stories of kids who've been recovered or something terrible has happened to really anybody. It's like, I wonder what they're going to do with their lives and how they're going to help people. That's not your responsibility.
Many survivors are almost led to believe that it's their identity to be the fear-ridden
Exactly.
survivor.
Well, I have a friend who, she was out at lunch and she was laughing and having a good time, and her child had been missing for, I think, 17 years at this point. And people actually came up to her and were like, what are you doing laughing here? Your child is missing.
Oh my
Are you
God.
okay with that? Like, they attacked her. And people do that. And please, like I said, don't ever suppress your joy. If you want to laugh, laugh. It is part of who we are. It doesn't go away, but it is not who you are. It is not your identity.
Can you talk about the Alicia Project and Alicia's Law?
Basically, the whole point of like the Alicia Project was that if this could happen to me, it could happen to you. People will say like, oh, was it on Snapchat that you met this person? Absolutely not. The internet did not have Snapchat. It didn't even have YouTube. So talking about the internet when it happened to me and it being really different and very simple as compared to when I started talking to kids, really my message was like, you don't need to be on the internet. And they really didn't need to be then. Social media wasn't a necessary thing.
It's a lot more difficult now, though.
It is because can you imagine if I got up in front of a bunch of 14-year-olds and was like, don't get online, it's dangerous.
It's literally part of their schoolwork.
Exactly. And the message has changed, and that's why it's really had to change to making good choices. Just try to think twice. Take a pause and think, is this something I should really do? I spoke in Florida at this school, and as I'm driving back, I get this email from a boy in 7th grade. And he says, you told me that I could reach out to you if there's any questions or anything that I need. And actually, I really need your help. I was sexually assaulted last month. And I don't know what to do. And I don't think I want my parents to know. And
wow.
Help me. And of course, I can't be like, well, do this and this and this. I have to report that. So I reach out to his school counselor. By 4:00, his mom was at the school.
And let me say, you see, it's just not us females that are assaulted, that are sexually, taken advantage of. Boys, men are too. And it's not just females that are human trafficked. Men and boys are too. If you ever feel in a situation that you feel like you're embarrassed because you're a boy and someone took advantage of you, don't feel embarrassed. I can't tell you how to feel, but go to someone and get help. Go to your teacher. Go to your close friend. If you don't want to call the number, if you don't want to tell 911, go to your friend. Go to your teacher. Yeah, it doesn't matter where it happens. It's everywhere. It doesn't matter what sex you are. It's happening. That's why it's important for us to keep our surroundings and get some safety tips. And that's what I'm trying to work on now. I've reached out to another advocate. I'm going to read what she messaged me. I just seen it when I got online with you guys. I'm trying to get some people to come on here, tell their story, yes, but also give us some safety tips and let us know how to keep ourselves safe, But if you are a male and you feel like you are the only one who's gone through this, you're not. She's telling you right there, a male came to her. Also, you are not alone. You're not alone.
And he had opened up to her. They were hugging it out and comforting each other, and he had a therapy appointment by 5. But it really shows that by speaking up and by talking to kids and giving them the ability and the permission to ask for help without shame, that they're going through so much and that they do have that outlet. That this little boy may have carried this pain
We used to
He at least
stay
carried it for that
late,
month. But
never alone.
what could
too.
that have turned into, and what could he have struggled with? Which
Yeah.
he will still struggle, but at least he's getting the help and support that he needs.
If there is anyone watching who has gone through similar things, or maybe they have experienced something that they are not yet comfortable sharing with the people around them, is there anything that you'd want to say to them? Any message that you would give them?
It's so difficult because a predator's goal and an offender's goal and these people's goal is to make you feel so ashamed that you can't come forward. That is the goal, to make you feel ashamed and uncomfortable and afraid, and that your parents will be mad at you, and that your life will change, and that you'll lose them as a friend. And that's part of the manipulation. And the thing is that no matter what choices you've made, no matter what mistakes you may have made, no matter what this person has done to you or forced you to do, it's never your fault. And that it is so important for you to come forward. No matter what, it's not your fault. And what you're going to find is support and comfort. Shame is a very difficult thing to carry.
Right.
And by telling it, you'll realize that you have nothing to be ashamed about. When I first started speaking to kids, MySpace had just become popular.
Oh my God,
Yes.
MySpace.
Were you in those kids' top 8?
No,
Oh,
I wasn't on MySpace. Not back then.
Mm.
Actually, I don't think I was on MySpace at all now that I think
yeah,
about it.
that's probably for the best.
Nobody needs to be. Every time they try to bring that back every so
Yeah.
often, and we need to not ever let that happen.
Yeah, that's
I don't
okay.
want to do
It
the.
can
I don't
be
want to
in
have the
past.
top 8. I
can
don't
be in the
want
past.
Tom.
Mhm.
None of us know Tom, but
I
he was
don't
our
know
best
Tom.
friend.
Mm-mm.
Talking about strangers. It's all
Right.
very weird. The room was.
That was very interesting. You're such a strong woman. They want you to shut your mouth. Yeah, they don't want you to talk about this. They don't want to be exploited, but they're exploiting themselves by putting it on the dark web. They are something else, I tell you, aren't they? What I wanted to tell you guys, you ladies, excuse me, besides you ladies are wonderful, beautiful, lovely, adorable. You ladies are amazing. Everyone that comes on this platform is amazing, beautiful, strong-minded, strong-willed. Thank you. Amazing, 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 amazing group. And don't let no one tell you different. Remember when we did T. Montez? Let's pull him up. I might be saying his name a little wrong, but let's pull him up. Because she says something that got you, right? You know, okay. She says something that got me. This young man, let me see if I can find another video besides that one. Besides mine's. TMONTEZ. Right. This young man. Can y'all see it? Okay. Somebody has said to me that they believe that the young lady that he was with lured her. She does like a Bible study thing. So when she said that, I was like, wow. That young lady does Bible study shit, that Bible study stuff online. Could this have been that trap for him? Because she told me, right, that she kind of blamed this stuff on him. He's weird, he's this, he's that. She think that this is a big joke that this young man is missing, right? But then you tell me that his ex-girlfriend told you some stuff about him. And when I say, well, what's his ex-girlfriend's name? She gives me a name that's common. And when I look through the names, every name is that name. So I said, I need a picture of her. She says, I'm busy. I'll get back to you later. She ain't never contact me again. I find her behavior to be weird. Very, very weird. And I think she knows a little more than she is saying. For that to be your shorty at the time and you don't care that he's missing, you're laughing and giggling and saying that he's you know, it's just a joke to you. And I'm going to play the recording and do everything, but I'm going to do it on the next video when I talk about him. Yeah. But I needed to bring, before I forget about that, I was like, oh shit, wow. So they do anything in their power. They even lure you, acting like they the pastor. They lure you on Bible study. They lure you doing a whole bunch of stuff. That's insane. And that is so wrong. Right. Yeah, that too. Yeah. Because he was on, remember he was acting weird and stuff like that. Yeah. I believe that this young man is being trafficked. I do. For some reason, something tells me that this is not good. Not good. And where was this at? I forgot. Where did he go to again? Where did she live at? Do you remember you knew? Let's see. Oh, look at that. Missouri. He's a freshman from Missouri. He's from St. Louis. Kansas. He went to Kansas to go see her. Or worse, he's gone. Right. Right. Something is definitely not right. But we're gonna get into that. Kansas, yeah. We're gonna get into to that. I want to talk about him again this week, probably. Bring it back up again. But I do wanna I gotta search for some stuff. I gotta search. If I'm gonna talk about him, I might have to search deep. You know what I mean? I might have to search deep. But yeah, it brought me back to him when she said Bible study. They lure you on Bible study. When you think that you want to learn about the Lord, when you think that this is a person that really has your best interests at heart. They are a predator. How sick is that? How sick is that, y'all? Yo, it can't get no more crazy. I want to see if I could find something on cuz she went missing, right? Let's see what that guy say. Hold on, y'all. I want to see something. Why didn't do the just go to YouTube then? That was crazy. That was crazy. I want to see something. I want to see let me see. Alicia fights against online predator Studio 10. Okay, here we go. Man convicted of sexually assaulting a minor accused of. Let me see some. Oh yes, that's right. Remember they were so close.
To target young girls. In 2002, it garnered national attention and triggered an FBI manhunt. Alicia Kozakevich was 13 years old when she disappeared from her home in Crafton Heights. Alicia met 38-year-old Scott Tyree of Virginia online. He traveled to Pittsburgh and abducted her. He held her hostage inside the basement of his home. Throughout her captivity, Alicia was chained by the neck, sexually assaulted, and her torture was live streamed. Someone recognized her from missing person posters and notified police. Several days later, Alicia came home. Tyree was sentenced to jail and spent 17 years behind bars in North Carolina. After his sentence, he was paroled and transferred to a halfway house. Amazingly, that halfway house was located in Pittsburgh, just 4 miles from Alicia's parents' home in Crafton Heights. Alicia and her family complained about his release in the Pittsburgh area over fears he might victimize them again. During his time at the halfway house, Tyree visited pornographic websites, which is a violation
That's
of
how
his
he
parole.
look.
Today, a judge revoked his probation and sentenced him for that parole
Hey,
violation. He will spend 2 more years
resentment
behind
for
bars.
answers.
And since her ordeal, Alicia has founded the Alicia Project, a group designed to raise awareness about online predators and child sexual exploitation.
Yo. Okay. That's what it was, y'all. Remember
So this
when
high-tech new world
Oh
has
no, we're
taken
not
the
gonna get
sexual
flagged.
abuse.
Sorry, Oprah. Bitch, you're not gonna flag my fucking video. Sorry, Oprah. Bitch, you won't flag my video. Fuck that shit. That's what it was. That's what we were so pissed off at. Remember when they let him on probation or something like that, or a halfway house or some shit, and it was so close to where she lived at. And we was like, why the hell would he put her so, why would he put her so close to where she fucking live at? And then he winds up violating, doing the kitty online shit, trying to find another victim and wind up getting violated. I want to know where he at now. So I'm going to search for his ass. Okay? I am going to search. His name is Scott Tyree. And that's what he look like now, y'all. But I need more information than that. It's a whole bunch of Scott Tyree. Where the fuck he live at now? And that was in Pittsburgh, though. Don't he look totally different from that last picture? Yeah, that is crazy. I need to see his picture again, y'all. I'm sorry. This gonna drive me freaking crazy. I need to see his picture again, y'all. We're gonna have fucking see this shit. If y'all find his picture, baby, send it to me. Send it to me. Yo, this is what pisses me off, right? With the parole system and the system in general. Because y'all know that he is not supposed, and any predator is not supposed to be, what is that? What's that, you know? What's you giving me, baby? Oh, for yes, for Kansas. Yes. All right, so wait a minute. We gotta damn. All right, hold on. Tamontes, yeah. We gotta talk about him. We're gonna have to do a show on him. Yeah, we gotta have to dig deep dive. So wait, hold on. I'm gonna put that up here. 3:30, 9:30. And what day was that he went missing again? Hold on. Let me pull him up again. Y'all got me all over the place now. See what you done did, y'all? Y'all see what the fuck y'all done did? It was a Thursday, February 1st. 7 a.m. So they open at 3. They were closed. Why they open so late? That's weird. Why would they open so late like that? I've never heard of a Greyhound bus opening at 3 p.m. Don't they open at 8 in the morning, 9 in the morning? That's weird. They were not closed. They were open at 4 p.m. So, no, but they were closed because he got there at 7 in the morning. Right? Am I right or I'm wrong? I thought he got there around the next day at 7 in the morning. That's when he got discharged from the hospital. They open at 3:30 a.m. until 9:30 a.m. on Tuesdays. They have different hours. Got you. Got you. Got what you're saying. And they open back up at 4 p.m. to 12 a.m. And that must be for lunch break. No, that can't be for lunch break. I'm tripping. Because you said 4 p.m. to 12 a.m. I guess they just have weird hours like that. Fuck, everybody, every place is different. So if they were open, yeah, because it says right here, Tuesdays, 3:30 to 9:30 in the morning. 3:30 a.m. to 9:30 in the morning. They were open. They were fucking open. I'm gonna call them. You want to send me the number, you know? Yeah, you know. Please, baby. Did they say they remember him? Or you didn't ask? You just asked for the hours. Oh, my knee. Ooh. I see you relentless for answers. We're gonna be over there. And let me smoke a cigarette, y'all. I'm gonna have to have my thing. Facebook is the only Facebook acting weird, y'all, with cigarettes. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna be starting my celebrity gossip channel back up. So we're gonna be over there talking our shit. Sometimes crime could be very heavy for people. A few of my subscribers asked, can I do my celebrity gossip channel again? So the link is down there. If you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. All right, let me put that in the phone. Okay, hold on. 800-231-222. You know you want to come up? Oh, y'all be sleeping, right? How you spell Kansas? Oops, I put it too far. Kansas. Okay. Then I'll put DeMonte's case, missing person. So I know also, besides putting bus station, Kansas, you know? Okay, I definitely will give them a call. Thank you, babe. You want to come up? I'll drop the link for you if you want to. Hold on. If anybody want to come up, y'all welcome to come up. Oops. Anytime y'all want to come up, just say drop the link. Oh, your husband sleeping. I figured. Yeah. Oh, what I was saying before though, y'all, about the girl. One thing I hate, right, is a parolee. Why the fuck would y'all put this man near a victim? Why would y'all put it so close? Y'all know that, first of all, predators are not supposed to be near a school, near their victims, near kids, near none of that shit. So I'm a little confused why parolees will put a predator, a S predator, by that young girl. Wow. Hey,
Hey, how's it going?
I'm good.
Good. Yeah, it was open at that time if he went at 7 something in the morning.
So they were open.
Yeah.
Yo, wow. I'm thinking because we see him touching the door,
Right.
but maybe he wasn't touching it to pull it to make it is open. Maybe he touched it and then stopped. Remember, oh shit, my phone is in the cab.
Or don't forget, he was under some kind of influence.
Yeah. Yeah. But he had got released out the hospital. He was in the hospital overnight by then.
Right, but they never gave him anything for it. If he was
Yeah, but some damn
overdosed with something, it wouldn't
yeah.
have just wouldn't have came out of his system like that.
Cause the whole time we thinking maybe, well, me, I'm gonna speak for myself. The whole time I'm thinking, oh, he's trying to open maybe
The
the
handle.
door, but it was locked. But maybe that wasn't it. Maybe he went like this to the door for a second and then turned around because he realized, oh, wait a minute, my damn phone is in the cab.
Right. That's exactly what I thought about. Maybe he said, "Oh wait, I gotta go get my phone."
I gotta go get my phone right. So maybe it wasn't like, oh, the door was locked.
Mm-hmm.
It's oh shit, wait a
That's
minute,
another
my damn
way.
phone.
Yeah,
Right.
that's exactly right. So he could be already like you said, already basically out of his system, but he forgot his phone. Let me get
He
back. I gotta
forgot the
go get my
phone.
phone.
Right.
How am I gonna
Well,
call my
wow.
my grandma? She's supposed to pay for my ticket. If there's any issues, I gotta have my phone. Let me tell me
Right.
over there and get my phone.
But the grandmother said the place was closed when I spoke to her.
What did it say on that? The time.
Yeah. And she got off the phone real fast.
Mm-hmm.
Say, I'll call you
You know,
back. Call shit.
you could call them right now if you want.
Yeah, because they open. Let's just call them, y'all. What time is it? Oh, we got time. Because I know I'm gonna shoot over to Homegirl's channel because she is so excited about her new platform. You coming over there,
Yeah, I'll go over there.
Okay. All right, so let's call
Just
them.
drop her link when I get back in the chat so that way I can grab
I
it.
did. Oh, I'll
Oh, you
drop it
did?
again. It's in there though.
Okay, okay.
I did it the first time and I could do it again. All
Yeah,
right.
because like when I drop down, it's going to take me a second to get back on your channel. That's why.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Welcome to Greyhound. For English, press 1. Para español, marque 2. Dear customer, Greyhound Lines Incorporated process your personal data for the booking, implementation, and processing of transport services including customer care, as well as for the fulfillment of legal obligations. Among other things, you have the right to receive information about your data processed by us, as well as the right to have this data deleted if it's no longer necessary to achieve the stated purpose. You can find more information on the web at greyhound.com/n/legal/privacy-policy. Safety of customers and employees is Greyhound's #1 priority. Effective immediately, masks are optional for all employees and customers inside the terminals and onboard buses, unless required by local municipalities. Cleaning and disinfecting procedures are also enhanced. Please visit greyhound.com/peace of mind to read the latest updates and plans to keep you safe while traveling Greyhound. For fares and schedules, press 1. For information about possible questioning by immigration in Washington state travel, press 2. To book a trip, press 3.
I'm gonna press 0.
To find a bus stop, press 4. Please select one of the following
Oh, shit.
options. For fares and schedules, press 1. For information about possible questioning by immigration in Washington state travel, press 2. To book a trip, press 3. To find a bus stop, press 4. To track your bus, press 5.
Which one would I press?
For information for first-time travelers, press 6.
Choose the one if you want to
Please
get a,
stay on the line
like
while
you
your
want to
call
schedule.
is
Oh, there
being
you go. There you
transferred.
go. I
Oh,
was going to say schedule.
they said
You can help Greyhound to improve by taking a short survey at the end of this call.
somebody's coming
You'll only
on.
need to rate 3 questions by choosing a number
He
on
was
your telephone
missing
keypad.
what they damn.
This call
was
may be
Friday.
recorded for quality assurance.
Friday, wasn't it?
Personal
Friday the
information
1st?
collected on this call will be used
it
to
said
process your
Thursday.
transaction and
Thursday?
for record keeping, marketing, and other purposes.
Let me go back.
For more
So Wednesday to
information,
Thursday?
see our privacy policy posted at www.greyhound.com/privacy. Ready to get out and
1:31.
visit family and friends?
And on
Our lowest fares are
Thursday.
available on greyhound.com
So he
or
went
on
missing
our
Thursday,
Greyhound
right?
app.
So Thursday, he went to the hospital at 3:45. So that means you're right. So on Friday, he went to
Friday.
the bus.
Right. And they cannot be that busy. Don't nobody want to go on that stinky bus.
I wonder if they even seen flyers of something around there of him.
You would think.
I'm gonna ask them if they know anything. See what they say.
Now enjoy free movies, TV, and games on your own device on all Greyhound buses. Check out the latest options at greyhound.com/movies. Ready to get out and visit family and friends? Our lowest fares are available on greyhound.com or on our
I should
Greyhound
change the
mobile app.
thumbnail.
And you can find all the details of our Safe Together cleanliness policies and peace of mind travel
Because we're talking
flexibility
about him
options
too, you
there
know
as
what I
well.
mean?
Right. Add him on there.
Mm-hmm.
What time is our live at 9 o'clock? Brooklyn.
Huh?
Our live is at 9.
Our lives at 10 where I'm at.
Okay, so
It's
9 o'clock my time.
9:40.
Okay.
Yeah, I should do damn. Let me see what happens. If anything, I would do this when I talk about him on another channel. You know what I'm saying? Do a live on him.
Yeah.
Enjoy free movies, TV, and games.
Yeah, they don't come on here quick.
All Greyhound buses.
Huh?
Check out
I
the
said they're taking forever.
I know. Oh, I can't play the music. What am I doing?
Right. You can barely hear it though. It's all messed up.
Okay.
Sounds like it's going in and out.
Oh, somebody's.
Hi, thank you for calling Rayon. This is Angelica. May I know who I'm speaking with?
Yes, hello. My name is Brooklyn. How are you? Good evening.
Hi, good evening too. I'm good. May I know how can I help you, ma'am?
I just have a question to ask you. On February 2nd, there was a young man trying to get a bus there. His name was T. Montez. Is there any missing flyers over there? Do you know anything about this?
You mean informations, ma'am?
Yes.
Informations about a certain person?
Yes.
Oh, may I know why do you want to get information of this person?
Because I'm trying to help the family trying to find him. He's still missing.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Here's a
And his last location, we have a video of him trying to enter your bus station on, let me see, that Friday morning. But it appears that you were open, but they're saying that you were closed. But I have your schedule.
oh, just hold on for a moment, ma'am.
Okay.
Let me see what I can do for that.
Thank you so much.
I hope she gives you information.
I know.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Thank you for patiently waiting.
Sure.
May I ask, ma'am, if do you know the email address or the passenger's name
Yes.
of that person?
Yes. I'll spell it for you.
Can I ask the email address, please?
Oh, I don't know the email address.
Oh,
I can tell you the person's name.
just hold on for a moment.
Okay.
Yeah, they have a policy against giving information about people.
Yeah, I don't know the email address though.
Right. That would have been great.
Yes.
Unfortunately, if you cannot provide me an email address of that person, I cannot give you any information.
Just
It's
ask her,
actually
were they
the
open that
policy
time?
of Greyhound.
Okay.
It's part of the process of.
I understand. But what can you just answer me this? Were you open on February 3rd?
February
No,
3rd,
second.
ma'am?
February 2nd,
Between
February
7 and
2nd.
8.
Just hold on for a
between
moment.
7 and 8 in the morning.
Okay, just hold on for a
Thank
moment,
you.
okay?
That's all I need. Thank you.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
May I ask if do you know the departure location and also the departure, the departure location of that one?
Yes,
I
Kansas,
would like,
Missouri.
do I
Kansas,
need to know
Missouri.
what?
Do you know the departure location of that one? Because I
Kansas,
cannot
Missouri.
hear the date.
Kansas, Missouri.
Okay, so for a moment. Is it in Kansas City, 47th Street Transit
Yes.
Center or Kansas
Yes.
City bus station?
Yes. Yes.
The Kansas City 47th Street Transit Center?
Yes.
Okay. Let me search that. Just hold on for a moment. Oh, upon checking here, ma'am. Just hold on for a moment. Oh, upon checking here, ma'am, based on my end, no, there is no departures or arrival on that date.
Just ask her what time did they open.
What
She'll be
time do
telling
they
you.
what time do they open?
Just hold on for a moment. Let me check.
That's what I need to know. Thank you.
Just hold on for a moment, ma'am, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
OMG.
I just got a notification, cancel show. Why she cancel her show?
I don't know. She still has 12 minutes.
I don't know. I told her I was gonna be on there. I'll help her.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Thank you for patiently waiting. Well, upon checking here, ma'am, in my end, Kansas City bus station, it is open 3:30 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. and 4 o'clock p.m. to 11:59 p.m.
Okay.
Thank you.
So, is
Thank
there
you.
anything else, ma'am?
No, not at the moment. Okay.
Okay, thank you for calling Greyhound.
Let me
Thank
ask
you
you a
for patiently.
question. If I was to give you the
Yes.
person's name, you couldn't help me out or anything?
Can you please repeat it, ma'am?
I have the person's name. Would that be good, or you need the email also?
Well, I actually need the email also, ma'am, so that I can give you the information.
Oh, okay. All right, I'll try to get it. All right, but I'll call back. Thank you so much.
Okay, you're welcome. Is there
Okay.
anything else?
No, that's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for calling Greyhound.
Oh,
Have a great
well,
day. Goodbye.
how much is the ticket?
May I know what is the city and state of the
Never
departure
mind.
location,
Never
ma'am?
mind. Never mind. I got it. She in my fucking. Okay, y'all. I just told her the city and date. So
Yeah, they can't give information. That's
I
considered
know. Yeah,
private.
that's true. Yeah.
Mhm.
The Kathy B said we are the internet sleuths. Oh Lord. Yes, we are, Kathy B. We are. We trying to listen. We are trying to help. With the internet's loose.
Yeah, when I saw that, I was like, it was open. OMG.
Isn't that
The
crazy?
grandma is lying, allegedly.
Allegedly. Grandma, what's going on with you?
Yeah, why you
Been
lying?
smoking, popping that little, twerking that little,
Allegedly.
smoking that little, twerking that little. Because Tanya, have you seen her YouTube? Baby. She changed the date. She changed the date?
OMG, I can't see the chat, y'all. It's not
Why
showing
she
the
changed the date,
sound.
Kathy B? What she changed the date to? Let me see. What's going on with her? She nervous and child. Shows canceled, she said. Why? Child. To the February 29th. What's today's date?
That's after tomorrow.
Why is she tripping? Girl, get your ass up here. We need to bring her up here. Girl. I said, why, girl? She is tripping. I don't know. She's nervous. I told her it's nothing to be nervous about. It's your first time, but you got this. I show her how to do her little thumbnails and some other stuff on Canva, and you got this. I said, I'm going to be with you. Oh, my internet's down from the storm.
Oh, no, I hope you guys are okay over there.
Oh, no. If it's not one thing, it's another. Because we tried to do it the other day, and her thing froze.
Oh, wow.
And everybody was waiting, and she just broke down. But I said, it happens. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. It happens. You got this. You got this. You know, we got to encourage one of
each other.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I have to get down because I don't want to wake up hubby while he's
Okay,
in there
babe.
asleep.
I'm about to end it anyway because
But yeah,
I got so much shit to
just
do.
let me know if you need any help.
Thank you, Mama.
All right. Good night. I'm gonna be in the
Good
chat.
night, babe.
All
All
right.
right. Well, y'all, we know that the bus was open. I want to dig some more. Shout out to Yanu. Thank you, Yanu, for that information. I'm gonna have to change the thumbnail on this now, y'all, and put his name. And I'm gonna have to change the description and the title and everything now, because now we done talked about another case. Yanu just gave me more work to do, y'all, but it's okay because that's what we here for. True crimes, right? Shit, that's what we here for. There is a case that I do want to get into with y'all, and it's the same. And you know, it's the case that Karen is trying to work on her channel too. And I was like, wow, I want to bring it to my Brooklyn squad and see how would they feel about talking about this too. The Johnny Gosh. That's the one she's going to be talking about on her live. What y'all think about that? The Johnny Gosh, he was the paper boy from America's Most Wanted. He was human trafficked. What y'all think about me talking about that? Ooh, the title, girl. The title. Good one. I like it. But you know, we don't want to the family's already going through enough. So we want to take it easy on them. But I feel what you're saying though. I feel you, because it's a lot. But what do y'all feel about me talking about the Johnny Gosh case? The paper boy from America's Most Wanted. Let me show y'all something. Damn, I could have did my other case too since she's not going live. Let me show y'all something. Let me see if I could show y'all the picture. Oh, I don't even have to do all that. Let me just go to YouTube. I'm gonna show y'all a good thumbnail of him. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. Let me go back. Oh, let me show y'all this one because he was on the whatchamacallit. Hold on, y'all. All right, I'm gonna bring this up and show y'all. I don't know, girl. I don't know. Something ain't right, but maybe she just I don't like to call out the parents really. They're already going through enough. I usually don't do that on my platform. That's okay. So right. So even though we know that it's cat, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times on my platform, I don't like to call out the parents because they're already going through enough. So I kind of just like keep focusing on the main piece. Where are they? They're missing. Where are they? How can we help bring them home? Because I see a lot of people like coming after the families, the victim's family, and I don't do that over here. That's one thing I don't really like doing. But like it's some capping over there. But let's just keep focusing on where is he? I don't understand why is she not helping you? I don't know, babe. I don't know, mama. I don't know. I don't know. If I can't get her help, I'm just gonna have to go around her and just do what I can do. You feel what I'm saying? And we're gonna just have to keep her in prayer. We're just gonna have to keep her in prayer. But not to give up on the victim. The main focus is he's missing. Where is he? You know? Yeah. Yeah. So that's one of the things like I don't do on here. Like I don't go after the family. If they're capping, it's like, all right, we know, but what can we do? We can't choke it out of him. You know what I mean? I mean, it's weird because when family starts to cover up things and starts to fib allegedly and lie, it's something that they don't want us to know about the victims. I learned that. But we don't care about their secret life. We just want to know where they are. It's like the Jelani Day case that I was working, and you've talked about Jelani Day too, right? People were saying all different things about Jelani Day. Oh, he might be gay, he might be this, he might be that. It's something that his family is definitely holding back about Jelani, but who gives a fuck? We don't care. We just want to know who took this man's life. The family definitely does start to hide things. We don't care about that. That doesn't matter. Exactly. Say it and say it out loud, sister. It doesn't matter. Exactly. We don't care about that shit. We just want to help find your loved ones. But I think that family members, they haven't come into grip. They haven't come around a lot of good people like us that don't care about that stuff. They've been around people that does give a fuck about that and that judges them. So they don't know what YouTuber, what content creator is safe to trust. So they just don't trust them. And that's what happened with Jelani J. Unfortunately, there was a YouTuber that was bashing them, that went after the family. And when I reached out to the family, I think they thought I was that person because we're the same complexion. And at the time, I was chubby also in the face and stuff like that. But baby, it wasn't me. I didn't find out until recently who the person was. And then I put two and two together. But it happens, you know. You remember that? Yeah, it happens. And I definitely know who the person is. But it's just sad. They start not to trust because of shit like that. And they start to think that we are the rest of them. Like, oh, that content creator is just like the rest of them. They're going to judge my kid. They're not going to look at the fact that my kid is missing. They're going to look at the fact that my kid's gay, or my kid's not gay, or my kid was a drug addict, or my kid was homeless. We don't care. We don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. Because number one, I was an addict before. I'm in recovery. I was fucking homeless before. Like I have a mental illness. I am depressed. I have anxiety. I am your child. What your child has, I got probably most of the same things. So I am not in the predicament to judge. I just want to fucking help at any cost necessary. I just want to help. And I'm volunteering my time and effort to do this. I volunteer to spread awareness. No charges. I'm not monetized. I don't charge none of that shit. If they want to donate to my PayPal and Cash App, that's fine. But I'm not a monetized channel. I do a lot of this from my heart because I really do care. My shit is on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. None of those channels I'm getting paid for anything. Like, I really do care. No judge zone, exactly. Oh my God, that's a good idea. You know, I'm gonna put that in my little Tinker thing up here. You know, the thing that we could put up here, the stuff, like right there. I'm gonna put that no judge zone. I like that. Thank you. You gave me an idea, girl. You gave me an idea. But yeah, like, and I think that's a lot of reasons why, yeah, girl, thank you, boo. And I think that, and you know, I think that's a lot of reasons why people don't trust too, because they say, oh, this person is this, like this person knows this person, or this person was with this person. You know, it's just a lot. They want to see how you are. They want to see how the flow is. Check this out. If it don't apply, let it fly. Exactly. But check this out, y'all. This is Johnny Gosh. Now, Karen from Relentless, the one who wants to talk about her YouTube thing, this is the story she wants to cover. This was the paper boy from America's Most Wanted, y'all. Remember?
Trafficked. The 1980s has always had a...
Hold on.
Johnny Gosh, Trafficked. The 1980s has always had an unsettling, surreal beauty. Compared to the decades immediately preceding and following them, the music, fashion, movies, slang, advertisements, and aesthetics all appear entirely random, alien, and had way too much neon color. It's as if the 1980s originated from a different universe, or everyone went insane after the hippie 60s and 70s. It comes as no surprise that crime in the 80s would also take a weird turn. The 80s are known as the golden age of serial killers, including the Night Stalker, the Sunset Strip Killers, Dahmer, Henry Lee Lucas, Wayne Williams, and many more. By far one of the weirdest crimes in the 80s was the disappearance of Johnny Gosh. As the years passed after his disappearance or kidnapping, the case just got weirder. This is the story of Johnny Gosh, and everything you need to know about this mysterious missing person case and how it has changed how crimes against children are investigated. The 1980s were characterized by...
So, if y'all want me to cover the Johnny Gosh show, Johnny Gosh, let me know. So, Johnny Gosh was the paper boy from America's Most Wanted. He was the one that was on the milk carton back in the days. Remember? Remember him, y'all? He was on the milk carton in back of the day, in back of the days. And he was missing. He went to do a paper route and been missing since. They found his little paper route thing out there with his newspapers and didn't find him. But this is, yes, the America's Most Wanted is my show too. He's doing his show with his son now, Dave said. But y'all want me to get into this whole documentary with him and shit, y'all let me know. But I really want her to do it because she's worked so hard and she's dug so deep into his story. I just really want her to do it on her platform. So I'm not gonna do, I want to know if y'all want me to cover it too. And I'm going to wait until she does it on her platform. And then we're going to go support her channel. And then we'll come over here. And me and her could also do it together like that. I'm just not going to say, oh, I'm going to do Johnny Gosh today because she can't do the internet because this and that. I don't ride like that. But I just wanted to show y'all what she's covering. This is the Johnny Gosh from America's Most Wanted Paperboy. Karen from Relentless is covering this. Please go support her channel. I'm going to put her link back again down below. So that is her link right there. We could just play a teeny bit of it.
By the so-called satanic panic, concern over the rise of Dungeons and Dragons and other role-playing games.
I know, I don't know she's not in here.
The influence of heavy metal music, and the emergence of the concept of stranger danger. Stranger danger began with the bizarre abduction of Johnny Gosh, a 12-year-old paperboy. Gosh's disappearance occurred alongside notable kidnappings, such as the 1981 kidnapping and murder of Adam Walsh. The media hysteria surrounding the disappearance of these boys was unprecedented. Journalists and politicians
Yuck.
contended that dozens of kidnappings were occurring throughout the United States, which was inaccurate. Nevertheless, it sparked a massive campaign based on the notion that strangers were trying to abduct children for evil purposes. The last known sighting of Johnny Gosch was on September 5th, 1982. The 12-year-old
So
boy from West Des
long.
Moines, Iowa, ventured out to deliver newspapers to the 37 homes on his route. He never delivered any and was never seen again. It
And
was
I'm gonna stop
unusual
it
for
there.
Johnny.
I'm gonna stop it there because I want her to cover it. But yeah, that's the kid, Johnny Gosh. So shout out to Karen. I really want her to do it. I told her to put it into a documentary. So she's done so much research on it, so much studying on it. All right. And that's who she's going to be talking about. We got to support her channel, show her some love. The only reason she's not on it now because the weather where she lives at and stuff like that. So her internet is messed up. But yeah, y'all, we're gonna go over there when she's ready and we're gonna support her. I'm excited to hear about this because I had forgot about the paper boy, y'all. When she told me about this, I was like, wait, is this that kid from America's Most Wanted? Was he on the milk carton? And she was like, yes. I was like, oh shoot, I forgot about yes, I do remember him when I was younger. Oh my God. And because remember, the guy from America's Most Wanted, remember, his son also was unalive. Remember? Good. Yay. Me too. I got my bell on. So this is going to be really exciting. Yes, his son was also unalive. Yes. So she's digged in. She's even contacted the murderer, the child trafficking murderer. Honey, the girl, I said, you done, girl, what did you do? Yeah, she didn't message him. Yeah. But she gonna tell all of y'all. She gonna tell y'all that on her channel. But I'm just saying, like, he was missing and unalive. Yes, the guy from America's Most Wanted, his son got missing and unalive, but they never found this kid. This is 40 something years ago, Johnny Gosh. So shout out to Karen. We excited. We gonna support her. We rocking with her. We got our notifications on. Yes, John Walsh. Girl. Yes, girl. John Walsh. He's still doing America's Most Wanted. Oh, girl. We're gonna do his son's case. You knew. Stop it, you knew. You knew. You knew. You knew. If you didn't know, you knew it now. You knew it now. If you didn't know, you knew it now. You knew it now. If you didn't know it, you knew it now. I'm going to cover John Wash's son. Yes. You knew, cracking up. Yes. Yes, girl. Yes, me too. That would be because you know what? Somebody told me, you should only cover the cases really that's new cases that comes out. Cover the old cases too. I feel like it. You gotta cover the old cases back in the days. I'm starting to see. You gotta cover the old cases back in the days. Because honey, them cases matter too. Unsolved, exactly. That's why I fuck with what's his name, Unsolved, because he covered unsolved cases back in the days, and we got to get him back on the platform too. There's so many people out there and reached out to, girl. I got some stuff coming. I'm just excited. I reached out to human trafficking to get some of them up here. Yup, yup. Sure did. Sure did, y'all. The human trafficking organization. I reached out to them. So I got some stuff coming. Now that I got a new notebook from hubby today, I'm going to be putting everything in my new notebook. But y'all, I'ma fix this thumbnail up. I'ma fix everything up. I'ma check on my homegirl Karen, see if she good. Cause she was just so excited about doing this live tonight. And that's why I put the live from 8 o'clock, and then we was gonna zoom all over to her. Me and you knew we was ready. We was ready. Me, you knew, and Kathy B was ready. You know what I mean? But shit happens. But I wanted to show y'all what she's working on, so now y'all get pumped up and be like, yes, we can't wait. And she gonna work on her Johnny Gosh, and I guess I could focus on other cases. And also, since we're gonna bring it all the way back, I'm gonna have to do America's Most Wanted Son. Yes. And she said, no, find something to talk about. I'm not sleepy yet. All right. You know, oh my God. All right. You know what? Let's go find John Wash. Let's talk. But damn, no, because I want to do a thumbnail on his son. Fuck, you messing me up, you know. Take your behind to sleep. Take your ass to sleep, girl. Do something, I don't know. Let's see what's on Facebook, y'all. Oh, let's see what's on Facebook. Hold on. Let's go to Facebook. All right, let's see. I'll go to my Facebook group and let's just see what's popping in there for a minute. For the people that's going to come in later, I do have a Facebook group and it is public. That's my Facebook group, y'all. And it's public. Hold on. We got a request from Mark Brother. So this is how I do it, right? Let me show y'all something. Before I let anybody into my Facebook group, this is what I do. I'm gonna show y'all what I do. So right, we got Mark Brother. He lives in Captown, Western Cap. I don't just approve them right away. I go check their shit out first. He don't have no picture. Let me go to his thing. Hold on. Let me go to his profile. Now he got 59 friends, but he don't got no picture, right? So who is this guy? Oh, wait. Okay, so wait a minute. Okay, he don't got a thing picture, but let's see what he says about himself. He lives in Captown. He's married. Okay. Oh, okay. He got a husband. Okay. He's got a husband. So I checked that out. And I checked the last time he posted was February 23rd. And then I go to his friends. I go to their friend list. I don't play when it comes to my group because I have a public group. Okay. He seems okay. And then I go back to where I'm at and I will accept him. And he is in 25 other groups. He could be accepted. Mallory Lloyd, Stand for Children. I had checked her out before, but we're gonna check it out again. Her profile. So anyone who wants to click on my profile, you can see the reason she pleaded guilty. So this person is standing for children. So she's doing true crime. Right? This may not be anyone reality except for the parents of all the children involved. Okay. So she does true crime. All right. I had seen her thing on Facebook. I didn't know she wanted to join my group though. Okay. That's cool. So I will approve her too. And she's in 72 other groups. She will be approved also. He's a cowboy. Oh, hubby. Oh, who? Who's hubby? Oh, his hubby? Yeah, he got a hubby. So that's how I do it. Because I've had people that do porn and shit, and I don't play that shit. Him, right? Yeah, I know. That's sweet. Yes. I don't play that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't play coming doing porn. You want to do in my group. I think that is so disrespectful. So I'm always checking my groups. I'm going to start doing lives in my groups also. I know they wanted that before. I think I know how to do it. I know, right? Heck nah, we don't play no porn shit. Not in the group. You know what I'm saying? Not in the group. I'm not against porn, but you're not going to do a porn. You can't be a porn star and be in my group and then start putting porn. Now, I'm not saying you can't be a porn star and be in my group. If that's your job, that's your job. But you cannot sell porn in my group. If you are a porn star and you want to join my group, that's fine. You could be a porn star and join my group. That's fine. But you cannot be selling porn in my group. That's what I'm saying. I can't tell you to not be a porn star and you can't be in my group. That's not, because that's your job. Like, hey, porn, make your money, boo boo. I see you. Okay. Grrr. Do you, boo? I'm not against that. But you cannot sell SCX in my group. That's just not how it is. That group is for victims, spreading awareness for their families, for other people who's not even a victim, but that just wants to support. You know what I mean? So I can't. They can't do that. They can't be doing that. But if you a porn star and you doing your thing, make your money, okay? I'm not hating. I ain't hating on y'all. Oh, corn. If you a corn star and you were making little money, you could corn it out because I ain't hating on you. Corn, corn. Chicka, 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 chicka. Sorry, YouTube. Ew, my bad. Thank you, you know. If you a corn star and you making your coins, go ahead and do you. Why ain't hating, baby? Hey, making money, making. I would twerk, but honey. All right, y'all. Let's see here, and then we got. Let me see. Okay. Let's see what's popping on the Facebook world. So we got 267 members plus the other two. Oh, we got Cody's we have Cody's trial coming up, y'all. Oh, we got some missing people here. Christina Jana Sling. I can't pronounce her name. Missing. Oh no, gosh, she's 12 years old. Let me take a screenshot of this. She's 12 years old. Sumner Sarah SC? What the fuck? South Carolina. 12 years old, y'all. She was last seen Sunday, February 25th around 5 p.m. walking away from the family's home on Hong Kong Street in South Summer, South Carolina. I'm gonna make sure she's I hope she's not missing still. A baby found crawling in the middle of the road in New York. The mother screams out, "That's my baby," a minute after. What? Get the fuck out of here.
Baby found crawling in the middle of the road in New York. The mother screams out, "That's my baby," a minute after.
Okay. Did you call 911? You can call 911. Dominic, I got a blanket in the back of the car.
Oh, shit.
Baby found crawling in the middle of the road in New York. The mother screams out, "That's my baby," a minute after.
Okay. Did you call 911? You can call 911. Dominic, I got a blanket in the back of the car.
Yo. Oh my God. That is crazy, y'all.
Every week. Go ahead and step away from the vehicle. Thank you.
What is Madonna doing? Madonna look good there. Go ahead, Madonna. She scrapped something. Madonna scraps Luther Vandross pick from Age Tribute at request of estate. This is what I'm gonna be getting into. Stevie J, y'all. I need to focus. I need to go to my celebrity gossip channel because I found out some shit about Stevie J. Oh, and what we got over here. When that 12 years old girl, I can check and see if she's still missing.
Hey, Versus, it's Eileen over at TMZ. So.
Hold on, I see something. Gypsy Rose Blanchard's husband fueled pregnancy rumors with IG photo. What they talking about? Oh, she got bigger. Look at that. Is she pregnant already? I said she gonna get knocked up. Didn't I say she gonna get knocked up?
Hey, verse.
Kanye West sued by Donna Summer's estate over unclear samples. Oh, look at Wendy. What y'all feel about Wendy? Wendy Williams. I love me some Wendy Williams, though. I love me some Wendy Williams. Stevie is a hot mess. Yes. Him and that damn Jocelyn. But he got a baby by Jocelyn. But Jocelyn's with that other dude that like beating on females. Yeah, y'all know I gotta do my celebrity gossip shit. Yes. Oh, look at my nephew. That's my cousin, y'all, and her baby. Ain't she so cute? And these are the families
Houston
that I
police
never
say
met.
3 masked men dressed in.
Look, this is my cousin and her baby. I never met them a day in my life. Look, y'all.
Houston police say 3 masked men dressed in
let
all
down
black murdered a man in front of his own family.
Yeah, just so disturbing. And police say
What?
in his final moments alive, the victim was able to save his wife's life. This all went down at a home on Castle Creek, just south of the Beltway in Southwest Houston. And this happened not too far from Ridgemont Elementary School. ABC 13's Rosie Wen joins us live from outside of the home. And Rosie, do we know how those suspects got into this house?
Did y'all hear about that?
Charlie and Brandon, homicide detectives tell us that the suspects broke into the victim's house, entering through the side door of the house right here where that white truck is parked. Investigators tell us that they will still be out here for several more hours processing the scene. The medical examiner has not even arrived yet. A young woman who identified herself as the victim's stepdaughter tells me that they are from Cuba and they've been living at this house for at least 5 years.
Oh, damn, that was getting good. What the fuck happened? Oh, it was just a short. Oh, okay. Well, we're going to have to find that. Look at my cousin. She want to be a pastor. Okay, cuz. She got her ministry thing and everything. Okay. Who's this? This is Spanish. Hey, Callyway. We can't do that. Sorry, can't do the music. Can't do the music. Stop doing the damn music. I just can't take it. I do not want to get a strike. Justice for Timmy D. Yes. Okay, girl. Go ahead and hit it, girl. Okay, girl.
Oh.
My song, so clean. My shame.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yes, girl. Look at this baby. She said, bitch, what you looking at? Oh, I know them people. They go to my thing. Oh, she got a baby over there. No, baby, baby. Look at that baby. Baby, ooh. Wait, let me see what that say. A woman becomes unstoppable once she realizes she deserves better. You better say that. Most of the scars on people's hearts were left by their enemies. They were left by the people that claim to love them the most. That's true. What they doing? We not gonna have that. We can't hear y'all. Hey, God, thank you for the truth of your word. I rest in your promise and the knowledge of who you are. Fill me with the deeper desire. Wait a minute, go back now. To read your word and purpose, an intimate relationship filled by prayer. I want to draw you closer to you, my loving Father in Jesus Christ, and I'm going to make it up. Amen. Come on, stop twerking, girl, with the fucking music.
Ready to finish off the second to last night under the lights here in Budapest with the women's 4x100 meter relay.
I'm in a space. I'm in a space where I just want peace and just.
Stop the music. Y'all gonna get me in trouble now. Shit. Okay, you know what? That's enough for y'all. Cause y'all can't just talk. Y'all gotta play music and bullshit. I ain't got time for that shit now. Who's this? Jessica Schwab. Oh, look, y'all. Mom who left 16-month-old daughter alone for 10 days while she vacation, plead guilty to aggravated assault, aggravated murder. Oh, yeah, that's the case I want to get into also. Yes. The mother. Let's go to YouTube for a minute. Hold on, y'all. We're going to have to see some stuff now. Did y'all hear about that? We should go to my celebrity gossip channel and go fuck around. Y'all want to go to my celebrity gossip channel and go talk shit? What y'all think about Krishan Rock? Oh, okay. So this is the case I'm getting into tomorrow. Hold on. They got a conference. Oh, I don't want to show it now. Never mind. Because then it's going to ruin it. How can you not notice 8 bites? What the hell is this? Oh my God. Another daycare.
As a San Antonio mother undressed her toddler for his bath, she became hysterical when she discovered these. Look at this. Human bite marks all over her son's back. Some spots had broken skin, and she believes these injuries happened at daycare. Well, the next day, her family called KENS 5 to share their story. They sat down with reporter Elisa Nieves, who looks into the history of this East Side child care facility.
Mama.
March 1st, around 4 o'clock in the afternoon, Francisco Rivas walked into Eman Todd Academy off South W.W. White to pick up his son, Noah. As they were walking out, Francisco said he noticed weird marks on Noah's arms.
He was wearing a short sleeve shirt. The bites were very, very visible. They were red, red, puffy, and his dad questioned, like, are those bites? And the lady that brought him out was like, oh my God, those are bites.
The family says the employee went back into the main area of the daycare where parents are not allowed and returned a couple of minutes later.
And said, we don't have an incident report. We don't know what happened. The teacher that was watching him left early. We were short staffed. We could give you the incident report in the morning. And he was just like, well, y'all don't have it right now. And she was just like, no, because we can't fill it out ourselves. It has to be the teacher that was watching him.
Noah's mom, Victoria Delgado, said Francisco didn't want to make a scene, so he brought Noah home to wash the wounds and apply some ice. Later that night, Victoria sat Noah on the bathroom counter.
I took off his shirt, and good thing, like, the mirror was behind him, so when I was pulling up his shirt, I saw in the reflection the 6 bites on his back.
State policy requires a child care facility to file an incident report whenever a child is injured. Parents must also be notified of less serious injuries, such as bites, as soon as they pick up their child.
Them changing him, feeding him, they didn't see those visible bites all day, and they didn't call us and ask, like, hey, did your son have bites?
Victoria says she immediately called the daycare.
From the director of the daycare, she was apologizing. She said she didn't know what happened. She wasn't there on the premises, and that she would, watch the video and try to figure out what happened.
Victoria took Noah to the emergency room where a doctor prescribed him a week's worth of antibiotics.
The doctor did say that they are child bites.
She filed a report with SAPD at the Children's Hospital of San Antonio. In a preliminary report, police say they were called there by a mother who said when she picked up her 2-year-old son from a local daycare, she observed that her son had multiple bite marks on his body. Victoria also called CPS to report the daycare.
And he can't talk. He's only a year old. I can't ask him like, who hurt you,
The family said the daycare director promised to reach out again the following day.
Go back and
they
listen
say
to this
they're
for a
still
minute.
waiting for that call.
We had put him in there previously, took a break because we couldn't.
Wait, I just want to rewind a little bit. Look at this. What the hell?
Later that night, Victoria sat Noah on the bathroom counter.
I took off his shirt, and good thing like the mirror was behind him. So when I was pulling up his shirt, I saw on the reflection the 6 bites on his back.
State policy requires a child care facility to file an incident report whenever a child is injured. Parents must also be notified of less serious injuries, such as bites, as soon as they pick up their child.
Them changing him, feeding him, they didn't see those visible bites all day, and they didn't call us and ask like, hey, did your son have bites?
Victoria says she immediately called the daycare.
From the director of the daycare, she was apologizing. She said she didn't know what happened. She wasn't there on the premises, and that she would, watch the video and try to figure out, what happened.
Victoria took Noah to the emergency room where
That's
a
the
doctor
problem
prescribed
right
him a
there. How
week's
she
worth of
wasn't on the
antibiotics.
premises.
The doctor did say that they are child bites.
Bitch, you
She
the
filed a
fucking
report
daycare
with
worker.
SAPD at the Children's Hospital of San Antonio. In a preliminary report, police say they were called there by a mother who said when she picked up her 2-year-old son from a local daycare, she observed that her son had multiple bite marks on his body. Victoria also called CPS to report the daycare.
And he can't talk. He's only a year old. I can't ask him like, who hurt you,
The family said the daycare director promised to reach out again the following day. They say they're still waiting for that call.
We had put him in there previously, took a break because we couldn't afford it. And then I started school. CCS helped me out, and which is why I put him in daycare. I didn't even want to put him in daycare. I didn't have anyone else to watch him.
How you doing?
March 2nd, Noah's grandfather recorded this conversation at the daycare.
1 bite or 2, but 8, that's neglect and abuse.
The person he's talking to, he says, is an employee of Eman Todd Academy.
There was nothing that we seen on the cameras. We even had our state person that just left from here to review, and there was nothing seen on it.
For Texas facilities licensed to care for 13 or more children, there are ratio rules daycares must follow. This chart from the minimum standards for...
Hold up. She is lying. So what happened to this little boy? He turned like the exorcist and turned his head and back of himself and bit himself like that? Come on now, bitch, do better. You're lying. Show her the footage then of the camera. Where's the footage? I'm telling you, something is going on with these daycares. I wouldn't be surprised if these daycare centers, some of them are trafficking these damn kids. You damn monsters.
For child care center shows, the mandatory ratio depends on the child's age. Noah, for example, falls under the 18 to 23 months category, meaning his group can only have up to 9 children per caregiver.
Yes, it's usually 2 people in the classroom, and it doesn't have to be because it's only 1 to 11. And yesterday, I believe it was only 10 children. And so it was 1 teacher in there instead of 2.
We went to the daycare too.
I'm a reporter with Channel 5, and I'm here about Mr. Noah Rivas. The family said that he got these bite marks here, and I was wondering if I might be able to talk with someone. No, we're not able to.
Hell yeah, they knew.
Friday, Victoria met with the Texas Department of Family Protective Services and CPS.
What?
We did some digging on the Texas Health and Human Services website and found since they opened in 2016, technology innovated for today's youth, doing business as Eman Todd Academy, doesn't show a history of serious problems or infractions. compared to the other 148 licensed child care centers in Bexar
They sure
County that
are. They
accept
full of crap.
subsidies and opened in 2016 or later. The number of deficiencies at Eman Todd Academy lands about average. The most serious incidents involved the discovery of an infant in a crib with a stuffed toy and the daycare not releasing a child to a parent because of a custody dispute. HHS said the issues were resolved. Victoria called the city's child care services to get Noah an emergency transfer to another daycare.
Obviously, it shouldn't have happened, but I would hate for it to happen to someone else's child.
Right now, we're in talks with CPS to see if there's any investigation going on that's involving this daycare. In the meantime, if any parent out there feels that their child's injury happened on site at a daycare, they should immediately call the Texas Department of Family Protective Services to file a report of suspected abuse of a child. That number is 1-800-252-5400.
Why are they still open? Remember the daycare? The news said, remember the daycare where an older beat the baby and the worker did nothing and she knew about it. Yo, these daycares are doing nothing at all, y'all. Nothing. And they're still open. They still have their license. Where do they get their license from? Sesame Street? Oh, you got to be freaking kidding me. I don't understand this. The barbershop license? What the fuck? Yo, somebody please, where did they get these people from? Where did they get their license from? This is crazy. This shit make me so mad, y'all. I'm gonna wake my husband up. My big mouth. Oh my God. It's insane. Oh, she says she gonna do her live now, y'all. She said it's fixed. I don't know. Let's see what she say. She said she gonna do it, y'all. She better come on before I start getting sleepy. The fuck? So far, I'm hyper. You know what I'm saying? Got some energy. I don't know why. I ain't eaten 2 days. Ooh. Y'all ain't hear that. Y'all did not hear that. I do not want y'all to get in my ass. Y'all did not hear that. Come on, let's call her, y'all. Let's see what she said. Let's call her on live. No, 2 days now. Hello?
You there?
You are on live. You're on live, so watch what you say. You're on live, so watch what you say. Okay. Say hi to everybody.
You set me on live. I've been dealing with Microsoft and the internet.
Say hi to everybody.
Hello.
We're ready for you. Let's go. Yes.
Okay, give me a few minutes to have a cigarette break.
Before I get sleepy.
Okay. It won't take me but a few minutes.
Okay. All right. Okay. She's so cute. Set her ass up, right? Her ass is more weight than I don't know what. She better come on before I be like this. Cardi B, we need an album. Yeah, we definitely gonna have to do my celebrity channel because we gotta get in Cardi B ass. Call Cardi B? You want me to call Cardi B? You got her phone number? I'm getting giggly, y'all. I think I'm getting tired. She better come on. Oh, relentless. Yeah. No, we need to call Cardi B. Cardi B. What Nicki Minaj say? You bitches ain't gonna fucking play with me. Nicki said, you bitches ain't gonna play. Fucking with the one. I'm excited, y'all, because she worked so hard on this. If this damn thing freezes on her ass again, we're gonna pow the damn laptop. No, because her laptop is new. It's the internet or something that's messing up. Yeah, I think it's the internet. She's setting it up, y'all. She's setting it up, y'all. She's setting it up now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. She's setting it up now. Let's go over there, y'all. Brooklyn Squad, we up in the building. We going over to Relentless for answers. Let's go support our peoples because that's what we do. We support everybody, and we got to go support you new too. So when y'all see your new channel, go hit the thumbs up and share her video as well. All right, y'all? All right. See y'all over there. Peace. Nicki Minaj said, you bitches ain't gonna fucking play with me. You're welcome, babe.